So I'm lucky enough to have some T REX seeds, so Tetrapanax papyrifera rex, which is the selected form of Tetrapanax papyrifera, with the bigger leaves and sort of more pointy leaves, which I have in the garden. My plant in the garden is not in a location where it's going to seed. Basically, we're too far north, we don't have long enough seasons for seeds to develop. Get flowers every winter, but I don't think I'll ever get seeds just because the climate's not quite long enough. But on the south coast of England, we do, on good years, have long enough seasons for the seeds to mature. And in this little packet here, I've been sent a nice selection of ripe Tetrapanax rex fruit. They are fruit because they're little black fruits, and inside there's 1 or 2 seeds in each one. And I'm going to sow these now. Now these will germinate well if you've got fresh seed. If you haven't got fresh seed, then they very, very rarely germinate, or very erratically, so you need fresh seed, ideally in the fruits like this. And I've just got a normal size seed tray. I've mixed in here basically 50-50 mix of Johnson's potting compost number 1, seed sowing compost, and perlite, just to add that drainage. And I'm going to sow these seeds basically just across the surface in here. So I'll probably get, let's have a look, about 20 or so seeds in this seed tray, nicely spaced out. And I'm just going to cover that lightly with a little bit more perlite. I would use vermiculite if I had it, but I don't. But you can use compost as well. I just want to cover them over. I'll just press them down a little bit first because I want to be in good contact with the compost. So they've just gone underneath the soil level here. Just firm that down, and then just use a little bit of perlite just to cover that on top. Obviously it's quite dusty, this. It's better to wet this down really before you do it. So it just covers it over, stops the seeds getting too wet. And then I'll give that a little bit of water. It's quite a dry compost, so I'll just give that a little bit of water now. And then I'll put this in a heated propagator, and it won't be long before these seeds germinate. And this is what a Tetrapanax seedling looks like when germinated. As you can see, it's very, very small, just 2 leaves at the moment. But obviously when it grows up, it'll have more and more, progressively more Tetrapanax-like leaves. These are just the seedling leaves. And some people have asked, well, what is the difference between these seedlings, offspring of Tetrapanax rex, from the original, and can they be different? And because Tetrapanax rex is a selected form of Tetrapanax papyrifera, then the seedlings from that could have some variability. Most of them will probably be like the parent plant, so like rex, but there could be ones that are a bit bigger, a bit smaller, slightly different growth habit. So from growing from seed, we might get some variation, and potentially, if enough seedlings are grown on, we could get a plant that's significantly different from the parent. It's not very likely, but it is possible. So thank you for watching this edition of Exotic Gardening UK. Join me next week, where we're doing more in the garden.